Leaders make more leaders with the people that they lead. Leaders make more leaders with the people that they lead. They bring out the best in their people and they prepare them for leadership themselves. One of the things I used to do as a captain in jet aircraft, when we would be talking and when I knew we were going to be flying straight and level for a period of time, perhaps going to a warning area, a restricted area to work with the military clients. One of the things that I always told the co-pilots is I said, part of your job today is to dream up an abnormal. Dream up an abnormal situation. Be slightly creative by it if you want. And at a point when we were flying straight and level and not a lot was happening, I told that co-pilot, your job is to look at me and say, Randy, this is a simulated whatever emergency they came up with. It was very valuable because we would then talk about the indications we would expect to see. We would talk about limitations that might be applicable. If it required immediate action items, what are those actions that we would do? We would talk about these together. And it was valuable because while they were doing that, I could participate in it, but my focus was on the airplane and it was on where we were going, where we were, and navigating the aircraft and keeping in touch with air traffic control. At any point, if you just spent 3 to 4 minutes talking about that, it kept your mind in the game. It kept your mind in the game as a crew. It kept your mind in the game as far as what are some of the things we might not expect that could arise. In a rapidly changing environment, leaders can do the same thing. As we start this initiative, what's the one thing we haven't thought about? What's the one thing that's going to come out of nowhere and be the worst thing that could happen to you as you try to move this initiative forward? And what are the things that would affect? How would we know it was coming on the scene? And it also created a team atmosphere because you were working together the entire time. So I challenge you this, particularly if you're working in an area that may be even more rapidly changing than others. What do you see in your team? Are you doing that? Are you thinking that far ahead? But as you're leading your teams, if you get your teams thinking through that and talking about it, your team's going to be more effective in what you're trying to accomplish. So I'd leave that with you today. Look in your organization, look in your teams. Are you doing that? To what extent are you doing that? Is it effective for you?